Howdy, folks. In this video, I wanted to touch on some of the modern flat earthers of today, some of the key players today. Now, people that are trying to debunk flat Earth will often sling mud at them and say that they're charlatans and narcissists. Let's just have a think about who these people are and maybe see if that's a bit too extreme, because they do have many good things to say as well, believe it or not. So, first one that I would mention would be David Wolfe, a nutritionist. I've been following him for probably 15 or 20 years. I really do respect and appreciate a lot of stuff that he says on nutrition. But this one major thing I just can't agree with him on is flat Earth. And I'll drop a link to his Telegram channel and also to the video that he did with David Weiss as well, which is interesting to watch if you want to find out more about how they approach this topic. Eric Dubay, interesting guy, slightly talks in a slightly geeky way, has put out a lot of videos, but not all of it is junk. I mean, the flat earth stuff is, in my opinion, but he, for example, did an excellent video on ancient Egypt and the pyramids and comparing them with the South American pyramids. Probably something that Graham Hancock himself would enjoy and appreciate. Um, so yeah, I'll post a link to his stuff, including the Level series which he narrates. David Rice, he is the guy that got absolutely destroyed by Professor Dave on the YouTube debate hosted by Sean Atwood. I'll put a link to that. I'll put a link also to the video with David Wolfe. He's one of the prominent guys, and he's got lots of stuff on, I guess, on BitChute, some stuff on YouTube as well. Jeff Berwick, I say here's someone who could be amazing because he really does put out a lot of amazing information, especially like when he talks about health and things about working on yourself, self work, getting out of your mind. He talks about the monkey mind and things about, like, the health benefits of saunas, um, hyperbaric chambers, all that kind of stuff is really, really interesting. And how he exposes things as well. How he there's a video of him landing on the Epstein Island and being chased off. Um, but unfortunately, he keeps going on about how fake the Holocaust is, and that's something that's hard for me because my great grandparents actually died in Auschwitz. But he'll keep going on and on and on about the Jews. I don't think he's an anti-Semite as such, but just talking drivel on these two topics, Holocaust, flat Earth. At the end of the day, you got to give it to him though. He is a guy who recommended Bitcoin at $2 or $3. I'll post a link to his stuff. Eddie Bravo, he's Joe Rogan's friend. He's been on Joe Rogan's podcast. He has his own podcast. A lot of interesting stuff he talks about. He has interviewed one or two people, I think, in this slide deck as well. At least David Wolfe has been on his podcast. And if you can get past this frequent spicy language that he uses, some of it's pretty interesting stuff. Some celebrities that believe in flat Earth. There's not many, but there are a few. Kyrie Irving, Tila Tequila, and B.O.B., three main ones. And then if you look at the Level series on BitChute, which I'll put the links to, some names we've already mentioned, but there's some other names in here like Dave Murphy, Santos Bonacci, etc. So you'll find other names and other people there. This guy, however, does not appear to believe in flat Earth. Certainly, I've never heard him talk about it. I think he also accepts that NASA rockets go into space, that satellites exist. He's Joe Rogan's friend. He's been on Joe Rogan's podcast, although those episodes are not allowed on Spotify. I like him for the work he did exposing Bohemian Grove, and a lot of the things that he's said would happen have ended up happening. So he's an interesting one. But he hasn't fallen down that same rabbit hole that the other guys are. So there you are. Just wanted to talk about some of the key players in flat Earth, and just a word of caution not to label them all as charlatans and narcissists, because they put out some good stuff as well. It's just a shame they've got caught up in this massive fraud that is flat Earth. Ciao for now.